Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Sunday, Super Sunday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 5 decks of cards for this reading today. I'm going to bring in the Spirit Code Oracle by AquaMoonlight. We're going to connect with the energy around you, your person, your journey. I'm going to bring in the beautiful Flower Child Tarot and the Archangel Oracle deck. And then to connect with your emotions or perhaps what you're thinking about or worrying about or dealing with, I'm going to bring in the longing heart of the Divine Feminine to connect with your energies and the Divine Masculine deepest concerns to connect with theirs. And these decks really do work well together. So let's see what you need to know. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. Now, they are giving me a little bit of a block in the throat today. So you may experience yourself, yourself physically. So you may experience like a feeling of something stuck there, or maybe you get like a little cough, a cheeky little cough going on, and it's a big message about things shifting. You may get a few issues when you're swallowing. So if you're having anything going on with the throat chakra, so important today you call on Archangel Michael to shield you and to cleanse you. So Michael will vacuum away any fear. Archangel Raphael will bring a healing and a cleansing in to open those doors of communication. And Archangel Gabriel will create the way for communication. So thank you, angels. What's the energy around you today? Straight out. What's the energy around them today? And what's the energy around the journey? Thank you, angels. Flying out here, okay? What are you dealing with today, or what do we need to know? 1 card and that one. 2 cards for you. What are they dealing with today? Or what's their deepest concern, or what are they going through today? I feel it's that one and that one. And those 2. Anything else coming out? No? Okay. So what's the Archangel message for you today? Too many cards, okay. That's the one. Wow, okay. Sometimes that one as well. There's one on its own. All the others have gone in a clump. This is how the cards speak to me. You see this one sticking out there? Oh no, gone back in. I thought that was coming out, but it went back in. So those 2 spoke to me over all the others. Sometimes the cards will throw themselves out in that way so that the right cards come out. So what's the energy around them today? I feel the energy around them could actually be the card that went back in just. So, but we'll never know because I don't know what it was, but that's the energy for them. And what's the energy for the journey? Okay, what's the energy for the journey? There it is. So 2 cards flying out for the journey there. Okay. And then with the tarot, what's the energy around you today? What's the energy around you today with the tarot? I feel it's that one. Energy around them today. There it is. And what's the energy around the journey itself? I love these cards. They've got a beautiful sun on the back there, and that's reminding you to shine your light brightly and to remember your power today. So I'll start with your energy then. So the message coming through for you is bay leaf. I love this because bay leaves can be very cleansing. You know, it's a sacred plant and you can use it in manifestation rituals. You know, some people actually write their intentions on bay leaves and then burn them in like a little sage pot. Or you may want to have some bay leaf tea. It cleanses you. So it's a very cleansing plant. And it also wards off negativity. So this is what I'm talking about with shielding, especially around the throat chakra or communication coming in. Because if you want communication, I feel it will come in at the right time and it's protected until then. So you may actually be protected today from any negativity. So for example, your person could be in a negative energy. And we'll see what they are going through, obviously. Or they could be around people who are negative and you're being protected from that energy for a reason. So psychic powers enhance. So a bay leaf may actually enhance your psychic powers. And I'm not saying you've got to go out and get some bay leaves and use them. It's a sign of what's going on. But those of you who are very spiritual in that way, as in you perhaps use these things, or you've got these things already in your cupboard, or you already use them, and that's an extra sign for you that this may be the day to get out your bay leaves and do something with them, especially as we get ready for the new week ahead, because it's going to purify your space and enhance your psychic powers. So this is also a sign for you that may well be what you're doing. Regardless of the bay leaf, you are purifying your space right now. You're cleansing your energy. So you may be having a clear out at home. You may be donating things to charity. You may be starting something new. You may feel like your psychic awareness is stronger now than it ever was before. The angels say make a wish because that will bring peace in. Somebody's making a wish, it's setting your intentions, it's asking for what you want. And many of you are already doing that. You may be doing that and then you look at the clock, it's 11:11. So you may also see 11:11. But you may want to do that today. You may want to get some bay leaves and write your intentions down and then perhaps burn them. Okay, or maybe you want to write down on them what you want to release and then burn them, however you do it. You may want to write your intentions out and put them on your vision board or put them into your creation box or spend some time visualizing. So this is showing you today that this is a perfect day to create and also release. We've got Orchid, says intimate energy. So again, there's this passion between you. And I picked up on that yesterday. You know, they were definitely sending you Kundalini yesterday and you will have felt that. It says time of fertility and unconditional love. So definitely a very fertile time in your connection right now for something to happen, for a new beginning to come in, for something to start shifting around. I definitely feel this is a great day for manifestation, and that's what you're being reminded of, because what you focus on grows, and this is a fertile time. And remember, this is a journey of unconditional love, which means let go of the need to control something. It says furthering your self-development. So you may be doing something today that gives you advice, or maybe you're reading a book and it inspires something in you, or you're feeling more creative, or you may be doing something today that furthers your self-development in some way. So you could be attending something, going somewhere, learning something, and you're radiating elegance. You're also radiating light and love. A charming twist in a beauty. So something could happen today in a twist of events that brings in power. You're connecting with your inner beauty. So you may be affirming how beautiful you are today, how handsome you are if you're a guy. You may be connecting with the beauty inside of you and the beauty outside of you. And that's creating change and radiating elegance. And when I'm looking at the screen, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it seems to be glowing like an orangey yellow. I don't know why it's doing that. I think I'm just connecting with the energy of the sacral chakra being cleansed, like a cleansing taking place. And that's how the camera is looking to me. So I don't know if it's looking like that to you, but you may notice that like the way you're looking at things are changing. So you may actually be able to see auras more. That may also be part of your psychic awareness. You may be noticing colours more. Things are standing out more. Now, the energy, yeah, you've definitely got, yeah, look at this. I'm not surprised the sun's come out when I connected with the sun on these cards. And I didn't even realise they got suns on when I actually chose this deck to use today. And look, I've just picked up the Queen of Wands. You know, no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. So, and this isn't in the reading. It's just reminding you of your power. Sunflowers could also be significant here. So I feel this is about you rising into your power with this yellow sun. It says, connect to the natural world because it will make you feel more positive. So Archangel Jophiel is going to help you to go out in nature. And I love that we've got the flame ringed around there as well. It's like there's a big ring around this flame. So if you want to feel the connection with your person strongly today, go out in nature. And you've also got this crystal ball. So if you go out in nature, you may see some signs. You may connect with your third eye more. And you may want to be setting your long-term goals today, because this is also a huge message about intention. But he says long-term goals are great, but we often reach them in tiny steps. So set achievable goals. So if you perhaps feel like something you're asking for is out of reach, then you've got to believe in it. But if you're struggling to do that, just set a more achievable goal. Think about something smaller maybe that's going to lead to what you want. So you're becoming more powerful, more spiritual, more sexy, more tapped in with who you are. Why? Because that's who you are fated to be. You've got Wheel of Fortune, this fate and destiny. I'm seeing this as well. I know this is different. I'm just going to look at it like that first of all, because they show me that like a watch. So don't worry about timing, because the time will pass anyway and things are in divine timing. So call on Archangel Metatron. So when I'm looking at that intuitively straight away, I'm seeing a watch. Okay, like an actual wristwatch that you'd put on. Okay, maybe you want to take that off. I mean, most of us who are more in tune with our angels anyway aren't wearing watches now. They give me fear because it brings fear up. And if you've noticed that, if you feel like you're controlled by time, take your watch off. I never use a watch. I have one, but I don't use it. Okay, I've just got one in case I ever need it. Not that I have. I haven't worn a watch for years and years and years. Okay, because I feel controlled by time if I'm wearing a watch. And you can always check your phone, can't you? Or ask someone the time. Okay, but if you feel you're being controlled by time, it just may be because you're wearing a watch. And you might think, oh, I can't get rid of my watch. It's got my gadgets on, and maybe you've got like a little step thing on there, or you may even use it as a phone. But honestly, if you take it off, you'll feel like a freedom energy coming around you. You'll feel freer. Another good tip is, and I've shared this before, if you're working from home, or if you're working in an office environment, or if you're working anywhere where there is a clock higher than your head, then it's controlling you. So if you notice that, if you're looking at the clock constantly, it may be because it's higher than where you are, whether you're standing or sitting. So make sure your clocks, especially around you at home, or if you're working from home, make sure your clocks are lower down than where your head is. So it's okay to have a clock about there on the wall as you're sitting, or on the ground. You know, in my living room, for example, my clock is on the ground. I've got it on the floor, and it doesn't control me. And the clock I've got in here it's right over there on the wall, but it's just below my eye, like my head there. So I control the time. Time doesn't control me. So if you're feeling controlled by time, if that's the one thing you're stressing over all the time, when's it going to happen? How is it going to happen? It could be that you just need to do a little bit of feng shui with your timings. But this is, if you actually look at it closely, it's a cross. They'll show me a cross. It's not a cross, it's a compass. They show me a cross as well. So again, time may be your cross. And what that means is time may make a cross. It may anger you, and it may also feel a burden to you, because obviously Jesus carrying the cross was like a burden. They show me both. So if you feel like the timing of this journey is a burden right now, or it's making you angry, you need to perhaps talk to Archangel Metatron to cleanse your energy in that way about time, to help you to feel more at peace with it. But I feel taking off your watch or having a mess around with your clocks and where they're situated around you will actually help more than you know. But if you look at this closely, we've actually got a snake in this card. So you're being reminded the wood snake is assisting with time. The wood snake is assisting with your journey. We've got a compass, so you're being directed. And we've got the tomb there. Someone could even connect with Egyptian energy, like a past life in Egypt. Or you may connect with Tutankhamun, or you may connect with astral bodies in around the Egyptian times as well. Or anything to do with Egyptian mythology, or the pyramids may be important to you, or you may be connected with Egypt itself. But I'm connecting with this as you being guided, and the wood snake is guiding you. And I'm seeing a third eye in this as well. So there's many things in this card I'm seeing, but I'm seeing this as fate and destiny. Now, you're saying, I hate this. Why stay with the karmic when you don't want to? So whenever it is you're dealing with, you may be hating something today. I hate this situation. I hate the timing of this. I hate this. And that's why I feel I've been guided to share with you about the timing. Because some of you may just hate the timing of this. I hate this. I hate that we're not together. I hate this whole thing right now. Breathe and try and observe it in a higher way. But you may hate the fact that they were the karmic partner, or they are in a karmic situation, like a job, or doing something they really don't like doing. You're thinking, why stay with the karmic when you don't want to? Because you know they don't want to, or they don't want to do that job, or they don't want to be in that environment. And you're saying, I hate this. Why do this to yourself? Why? Why stay with this person? Why stay in that job? Why stay in that environment? So you're questioning why they're doing something, perhaps wanting them to make a change now, or to do something differently now, and you're being guided to remember that they are learning lessons within that environment or situation or circumstance. So I feel you're being guided to let go of time today, the when, the how, and all of that, and give it to heaven, and maybe take your watch off. Doesn't mean you've got to throw it away or give it away. Just put it away in a cupboard and you'll feel better. Honestly, I haven't used an alarm clock for years and years and years, because I trust the angels to wake me up. I know obviously it's different if you've got to go out to work or you're on a schedule, but when you trust the angels enough, you trust them to actually take care of you and wake you up, whether they wake you up naturally, or I've had it before where I've been woken up by bin men, I've been woken up by a car alarm, a house alarm, an animal, someone shouting in the street, many ways. So think about this. Think, how can I naturally change things? You may want to use bay leaves in your own kind of bay leaf ritual today. Now, for your person, we've got Apple and the Black Panther. So I feel that they are definitely stalking you right now because you're the apple. So the apple is the temptation. They want to take a bite out of you. You're the fruit. And that could also be forbidden fruit if they're in a situation with a karmic partner, for example, or if they're not meant to come towards you, they want to even more. But I feel what I'm seeing first of all here is that they are stalking you, approaching you. So what this means is they are watching you, they're spying on you, they may be watching your social media, they're planning their approach, they're wondering how they can come forward. There's a lot of passion and desire there because you were very tempting to them, the way an apple is tempting. So we've got eternal youth, bite of immortality, a passionate love. So the love is very passionate and it's eternal. It's an eternal love. It goes on, it carries on. And also you may be wondering about time, you know, because again, I've got time coming in around them as well. A bite of immortality. So obviously this is an immortal love because it's an eternal love, but there's only so many years or so much amount of time in the physical sense of things. So they also know that they want to act on this love and come towards you instead of just dreaming about it or fantasizing about it, which they may be doing if it's a forbidden desire, or if they see you as temptation that's lurking around them. Your beauty and your romance, you know, they want to romance you, they want to love you, they see you as very beautiful and inspiring, they feel like they're under your spell. Okay, they're giving me a song. It's by I was going to say Lady Godiva. It's Lady Godiva may mean something to someone. Okay, it's Lady Godiva, and that's like temptation energy there. Lady Godiva, but they're giving me bad romance. Bad romance. Is that Glenn? No, who sings that? My goodness, it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, yes. Bad romance, okay? We're caught in a bad romance, that one. You know who it's by. It's on the tip of my tongue who it's by. I can't think. I've got, oh my goodness me. Obviously I know it's not Gwen Stefani, but someone may be connecting with Gwen Stefani's songs too. Okay, because I've got Gwen Stefani coming through, no doubt, or I think that was the band, No Doubt. Going off on a tangent now, but these are the things that give me in my mind. I'm seeing this as well as a cherry. So even though this is an apple, I'm seeing it as a cherry. Because cherries are very fruitful, with fertile energy. There's a lot of passion, desire, longing, lust. You know, your person really does desire you. And they've been desiring you all this weekend. Came through in yesterday's reading too. So I'm definitely getting bad romance coming through. And it's about turning things around. And that's why they are stalking you. So spiritual protection, embracing the dark feminine. So they want to embrace you. Okay? They want to embrace you. They want to love you. Okay? And they also know that they may have put you into a dark energy because they've hurt you. So they are being comfortable with their shadows right now. That means that they are comfortable in the silence. They're comfortable in their comfort zone. And they've got to get out of that to become their authentic self. And they are facing their dark feminine side too. You know, the darkness within them. Deep soul truths, walking the path alone, intense power. So if they walk in the path alone right now, in other words, if they are in hermit mode, silent, distant, they are receiving intense power by doing that. And they also know they've got to walk the path alone to break free from what they're in. So for those of them that are in karmic situations, they want to be free of those cycles and those situations. My darkness consumes me. So they're in their darkness right now saying, I'm insecure and stuck. So you're saying, why stay with a karmic partner? And why stay in that karmic cycle when you don't want to be in there? I hate this. I hate that you're doing that. And they're saying, because I'm insecure. So I'm stuck in that because I'm insecure. It's their own insecurity that's keeping them there. Their darkness is consuming them, their fears. And they are saying to you, stop questioning my loyalty. It makes me feel sad. And you're saying, I hate this. Why are you doing this? Why? So instead of questioning them in that way, and it doesn't matter whether you're actually questioning them in the physical or you just question it in your mind, it's still questioning their loyalty or the way they're doing things, because they are saying, it makes me sad when you don't trust me to do the right thing. That's what I've come here to do. We just keep hurting each other right now. So I feel what this message is about, yes, you may be hurting each other, but I'm not picking up on that. I'm not channeling it that way. I feel like they are aware. I don't know why I stay with this karmic partner, because we just keep hurting each other. So whenever they are in right now, it's hurting them. So for those of them who are actually in karmic situations, it's hurting the both of them remaining there. And obviously it's hurting them and you by staying in that cycle. So they're really saying that. I don't know why I'm in this cycle, apart from I feel insecure and stuck in it, and my darkness is consuming me, and I need to deal with it because everything is getting to me, and it's hurting me and you and everyone else. So for them, we got the Eight of Pentacles. They're doing the work. This is what you need to be aware of. They are doing the work right now. They don't want to stay in a bad romance. They want to break free from that. They don't want you to doubt them because they do love you. And they're saying, please don't question my loyalty. I am doing this for us. I'm learning my lessons right now. And that's why we've got the protection. Archangel Michael is saying, you are being protected. You might feel rejected. Okay, you might feel that way, but it's a redirection to the right time. And he says you might be rejected, but you've come through worse. The potential rewards are worth it. So there's definitely a shift going on. Okay, because the rewards are worth it and they are putting the effort in. They are working on themselves right now. And they're going to put the effort into your connection. So I feel many of them who are in karmic cycles, this could be work-related cycles too. And they may be working hard on something they're doing to get money in the bank or to feel more successful, to be able to give to you the right way. I just want to see, it's doing my head and I'm trying to think who it's by. It's on the tip of my tongue. Bad romance. As soon as I put it, I can see her in my mind and I can't think what her name. Lady Gaga, of course. Let me look up before I do these cards for the journey. Lady Godiva. Because that came in my mind, okay? Lady Godiva. So, Lady Godiva was a noblewoman who was relatively well documented as the wife of an earl and a patron of various churches and monasteries. So, she's a legend dating back to the 13th century. Okay, so, and obviously this is about something to do with nudity and vulnerability. Yeah, because she's on that horse there with nothing on. So this could also be about they see you in that way. Okay, so they're very attracted to you in a very vulnerable way. So do your own research on Lady Godiva, but I've got that coming through. It may resonate with someone watching that. So the energy around the journey, we've got the Six of Cups. What is this? It's about reunion, reconciliation, coming back together. This is what they want to do. They are the frog coming to you, taking a leap forward to you with some flowers there. So they want to come to you. And they will come to you. So there's going to be a reunion. Now we've got coming through for the journey, love. Making new friends takes bravery, but it's worth it. So what I'm feeling with this is them renewing the love. They want to make friends with you again. They want to make it right with you again. They want to make it good with you again. So this isn't necessarily about making new friends. I feel this is about making it right with you. That's what they want to do, and they are inspired to do that. It says, try not to fill every spare minute. Meditate, let divine light in. So it's so important you give yourself time to connect with the source, to think, to process. And it's a Sunday, so maybe slow down today. See what the energy is around the journey. We've got Gaia, bringing light onto earth. Remember, that's why you've come to earth, to bring your light into this world, to be a light worker. So there's light worker energy in this, and taking action towards world peace, to travel the globe, humanitarian work, animal rights, equality. And many of these things will resonate with you in your journey. So you're here as a light worker, and you're being reminded of that also, that you have a mission together. So being together is part of your mission to bring that light into the world. That's why you're destined to reunite. That's why you're destined to come back together. And we've got the whale, which is about soul growth and change. So an ancient old soul, you're both the same soul. You are two bodies, one soul, and your soul is ancient. It's very old. It's had many lives here. You share the same frequency. You may not share the same vibrational frequency at times because you may be in a higher frequency vibrationally. In other words, you feel more spiritual, you feel more positive, and they operate in a lower vibrational frequency, more ego, more negative, but ultimately you're on the same wavelength, you want the same things. You travel the spiritual realms together, and you've had many lives together. You connect through dreams and the astral realms. You are wise and sensitive, and so are they. Use your gifts to heal others, psychic information. So you've come here to earth to heal others, to guide others, to use your gifts, to connect with your sensitivity, to be wise, to be gentle, to share your psychic information with the world. That's why you've come to earth. And many of you will be writing these things down now. You may be journaling these things. You may be writing a book or penning some ideas down to move forward. And we've got this archangel symbol for Raphael saying release thoughts aren't facts, challenge the negative ones. So let go of the negative thought patterns. And this is what they are doing too. So they can actually come forward to you and see you as the cherry, not the apple. Because the apple is a forbidden fruit. The cherry is all the fertile energy. And that's what they want with you. So they are definitely stalking you, planning their approach, working out how to release their darkest fears, their darkness, their karmic people. And I know it baffles you sometimes, thinking, why do it? Why stay with the karmic when you don't want to? I hate this. Why? Why does it have to take so much time? Why? And it's because you're learning lessons. You're learning how to shine your light brightly, no matter what the circumstances are. So let go of the fear and focus on love. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.